I want to know, ma'am, that you have received Shiksha Award in Hyderabad. So, what was the incident? That why did you get Shiksha Award?
Actually, when I joined as a principal, before that I have working as a teacher.
You were doing engineering. You completed your engineering. Then why did you choose to come into teaching? What was the main reason that you shifted completely?
As I mentioned that I was an engineer and I want to pursue my career in engineering. But after that, I saw a lot of students were struggling in their studies after getting in a private school.
Now I can see that you are speaking English very fluently, and English has changed your life completely. But there are many students who want to become like you, especially girls. So, if any girl or any boy wants to learn English, then according to you, what are the good steps that they can follow?
Okay, in my perception, English is not about rote learning or memorizing the rules. English.
What is your next step? What is your goal to be something in your life?
Okay, so actually,
So, Pratiksha ma'am, you look so beautiful. So, there are many girls who are watching and they really want to be. But I want to know that have you ever participated in the fashion shows?
fashion is something like I never liked. Yeah, this is surprising, but from my
Hello everyone, today I am going to share with you a story of a girl who started her journey from a village. But now she became the principal of an international school. A girl who never thought to be a great teacher in her life, because a girl who was average in her studies, she used to dream a lot. So in today's podcast, we are going to discuss about how English changed her life, and there are many things. Our today's guest is very special. Why? Because she got many awards. But can you believe, guys, that her childhood was like the same yours is? So that's why she received many awards in her, in her young age. Apart from this, the thing which surprised me that she was an engineer. But how did she come into teaching field? And she changed many lives, the lives of millions. So today we have very special guest. In today's interview, you will learn that how English can change your life. Number two, how you can learn English following the easy steps. And being a girl, how any girl who comes from a village can get confidence to become something special in her life. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
hello, absolutely fine, sir.
So, ma'am, first of all, you tell our audience that who you are and what are you doing right now?
Hello, everyone. I am Pratiksha Soni, and I am thrilled to be here. That Kamlesh sir called me to share my journey with his audience. And right now, I'm a principal of international school. That's it.
That's great, ma'am. So, let me first know about your childhood because you are from village. You belong to a village. So, what was the environment? What was your parents were doing that time?
Okay.
Do you belong? I mean to say that do you belong to a privileged family?
No, I belong to a very middle class family, and my father is a farmer. And yes, everybody like my life is same as every child used to be. Like I was a very underconfident child, and I always become to be an army person, like every childish things we used to do. I never worked hard for that profession. So yes, I've studied in a government school till fifth, and after that, I went to a private school, which is Hindi medium school.
I want to know, ma'am, that you have received Shiksha Award in Hyderabad.
Yes.
So, what was the incident? That why did you get Shiksha Award?
Actually, when I joined as a principal, before that I have working as a teacher, and in my first tenure as a principal, we tie up with the brand name which is Lead, which is basically education brand, and they were providing us the as some kind of educational studies and books like digital studies. That platform is all about digital studies, and we worked a lot as a being a principal for the in a very first year. We got national award for transforming our school in a next level. Like in a small town, in a small village, our students doing very well. They were working on coding, they were working on their English, So because of my leadership, our school got that platform to be in a national. So in our first year, we got national award in Hyderabad. Thank
That's
you.
great. That's great, ma'am. Ma'am, please tell me that you belonged to a very small village called Mahedpur. Am I right?
Mehdgaon.
Mahedgaon.
Yes.
So you are from Mahedgaon and you studied in a government school,
Yes.
especially in Hindi medium, because government schools are known as the Hindi medium schools. Then right now you are principal. Your English is very good. So definitely it can be seen that English has changed your life.
Yes.
I want to know that how English changed your life.
Okay. So first of all, English never been my forte, and as I mentioned that I belong to a school which is Hindi medium, and my entire journey is my entire education is about in Hindi environment. But after my studies, after my schooling, I went to college, and in my second year, I have changed a lot in myself. Sir asked me ki, how I changed myself and how English changed my life. In very first day of my college, my faculty asked me that introduce yourself, and that day I never when that day I didn't able to speak a single line. So I felt so ashamed of myself, and then I changed myself. I worked on myself, and after that, learning a lot, I made myself successful in this journey. So this is what it is.
So can I understood, ma'am, that you were not able to introduce yourself? That's why you learnt English?
No, sir, not for that. Like yes, starting is went from that. Like my journey start from that day, but for being a successful woman, for being myself to got that platform. So that's why I learned English, and my perseverance and my learning strategies led me here to be a successful leader as a principal.
That's great. That's great. My other question to you is: have you ever thought that you will become principal of a great school, especially in English category? Have you ever thought, because you belong to a village and you were an engineer? I'll come to the engineering also.
Okay.
But have you ever thought that you will be sitting at the chair of the principal?
No, actually, I never thought. Like initially, being a engineer, after being a teacher, and now working as a principal, it's a quite a challenging shift. And I never thought that I'll work as an engineer, as a principal. But my perseverance and the quality of leadership, and I worked on myself, my communication. First of all, I'll give the credit, the entire credit to my communication, to my English, that this field chose me as a leader, and uh, God gave me this chance to be a principal, and this perseverance and this leadership, I got this chance. Yeah.
दैट्स ग्रेट. प्रतीक्षा मैम, ये बताइए कि यू वर डूइंग इंजीनियरिंग, यू कंप्लीटेड योर इंजीनियरिंग because you might have you might be wanted to become engineer. Then why did you choose to come into teaching? What was the main reason that you shifted completely?
So actually, as I mentioned that I was an engineer and I want to pursue my career in engineering. But after that, I saw a lot of students were struggling in their studies. After getting in a private school, they can't able to study well. They can't able to study that much effectively. And then I realized that this kind of background student, this kind of students need teachers like us. Like I know that I can change their life. I know that, and that's why I chose that field as a experiment on myself. That I want to change myself too. That how can I do? How much efforts can I put in this field? And after doing hard work, I've worked a lot on my students, and I changed and I transformed their lives. Yes.
So you came into no, after leaving engineering, you came into teaching by choice.
Yes, by choice.
So that's great, ma'am. Because normally, whenever there are many people and there are many friends I have, when I tell them that I am a teacher, so they feel that you teach.
Yeah.
So sometimes people think that teaching is a very boring subject. But we also know that teaching is something to build something. we're creating like people's life.
True.
So that's why when after leaving your engineering, you might have become a teacher. So I want to know about your first day of your being a teacher. So you might have gone into the classroom. So what was the scenario when you looked after the students? What did you feel?
Okay, like a small child, when they got afraid of their teachers on their first day, they shiver a lot. So for this first day, I also feel that same feeling. Students ask me a lot, like, ma'am, what you will going to teach us? Like, this is that was not my background. I'm an engineer and I don't know how to teach, how to handle the child. And but those children's curiosity changed me a lot. Like whenever they asked me a questions, whenever they showed that curiosity, so this changed me. And that fear of teaching, that fear of showing myself in front of them has changed in a confidence that I can change their life. Like I can express my thoughts much fearfully, much dearly. So this is.
That's great, ma'am. So now I can see that you're speaking English very fluently, and English has changed your life completely. But there are many students who want to become like you, especially girls. So if any girl or any boy wants to learn English, then according to you, what are the good steps that they can follow?
Okay. In my perception, English is not about rote learning or memorizing the rules. English is about the student's willingness and determination. Like if you are studying small phrases every day, and that consistency of your learning will surely teach you English that much effectively, and surely you will be able to learn English and speak English fluently.
So, guys, if you want to change your life, then you can also speak English because English has changed my life. Also, you have seen I always share my story. And another example, we have ma'am, Pratiksha ma'am. So, if you want to change your life, then definitely you can also join our online classes. So you can join Mass Study app, or you can see that there are numbers which are given on the screen. You can call them and you can join our latest batches. Ma'am, you are a principal in a school. It is not easy to be a principal because you have to lead the people in the school, and there are many types of teachers. Some teachers are very good, some teachers are not understandable, some teachers are very mature, some are sometimes become immature. How do you handle the school?
Okay. So in this journey of being a principal, like it's not an easy task for me, especially for me because in a very young age I got this chance to be a principal. And yeah, there is one more thing. Age is just a number, and age doesn't mean it doesn't mean if you are young you can't be a principal. After getting this post, I suffered a lot. I faced a lot of challenges, like teachers who are more elder, who are more experienced than me. But I never thought that I have a post and I should bully them, that I have this post and I can say anything, I can do whatever I want. No, and I never think in that way. I always try to learn from those teachers, and I always supported my staff as well as my students. So that staff, that community, and my leaders showed that trust on me, and I worked as a principal very successfully.
That's great, ma'am. That's great. You have very nice thinking. What's your next goal? Because now already you are a principal, you are earning better, you are still learning. But what is your next step? What is your goal to be something in your life?
Okay, so actually, being a principal, I experienced few things. Like students, they faced a lot of things. Teacher faced so many things in this teaching field. Everybody consider that teaching is not a that much efficient or that much excellent profession. Like in a private sector, especially as a being a private teacher, teachers got underestimate by their own self and by the community. So whatever I want, like I want to change this field entirely. That underprivileged children's got they also deserve those chances to study in a good school, in a good leadership. with the with the good teachers. So this is what I want. I want to serve those underprivileged childrens.
That's great. Ma'am, please let me know because you are a lady and you also have to handle the family also. You're also at the top post of the education field. So, being a lady handling the home, being a homemaker, you have to, work as a professional also. So, how do you manage both the things?
Okay, that was a quite excellent question, by the way. Being a lady, my husband support me a lot in this journey. Like I'm a principal, and as well as I'm a wife. I'm a daughter-in-law, so my in-laws and my husband helped me a lot. Like we always worked mutually. He never told me that you have to do this chores and went to work. If you chose this field, so you have to handle the home also. No, he always supported me. My family supported me. That's why I can able to sit in that post and to handle all the things very effectively.
Pratiksha ma'am, there are many ladies and there are many girls who want to become like you because they also want to go and they also want to become something in your life. But the problem is that there are many families after marriage they do not get proper support. They do not get support from the husband. They do not get support from their in-laws family. So what they can do, how they can motivate their family members that they really want to become something because you might have been suffering from the same thing.
Yeah.
So, how did you prove yourself that your family started supporting you?
Okay. In this entire journey, I also experienced a lot of suffering. Like my parents always wanted that I should be a good daughter. I should be a good wife. They never thought that I can be a good individual also, but I chose this profession for myself, and I snatch everything, like you can say that. Like we never got everything in a proper plate. We never got, being a woman, we never got these things. We have to work hard rather than anybody else, and we have to show that courage. We always have to work more hard from others, and if you want to achieve, if you want to pursue whatever you want, you have to earn that trust of your parents and your husband or either your in-laws. So surely one day they will trust you, and you will got whatever you want.
So, guys, our today's guest is very pretty, very beautiful. So, the question should be met. So, Pratiksha ma'am, you look so beautiful. So, there are many girls who are watching and they really want to be. But I want to know that have you ever participated in the fashion shows? Because you, being a beautiful, you have many options to be something in your life. Like you can, there is another door is already open. That is to go into the fashion field. So, did you go? Did you ever try to go there?
Actually, fashion is something like I never liked. Yeah, this is surprising. But from my childhood till my college life, I always wore jeans, shirt. I always behaved like a boy, and because my father and my mother want a boy, and that's why I always pretend to be a son. So in my school life, my sister forced me that you have to behave like a girl, so you should participate in fashion show. And that day, because of her happiness, I participated and I got award for nothing. Just I answered a good question. Like I remember that day, my judge asked me that who is the most precious person in your life, and I asked that my mother is the most precious person who never got salaries, but she worked hard for us, and whatever we are, like we are studying, we are doing very well. So just because of her, and I got selected just because of that question, just because of that intelligence, not because of my beauty. So and after college, I joined this profession and I start wearing saris, wearing suits, and finally, yeah, thanks a lot, sir, that you said that words that I'm a beautiful. But yeah, beauty is in your mind, is in your thoughts, that how beautifully you can convey yourself, how beautifully you can think. This is what it is.
That's great. That's great. I'm very happy to get your answer, guys. Pretty, like someone who is pretty or beautiful with the witness. So that's great thing. There are. I'm again coming back to the questions. There are many girls who are always confused. There are many girls to whom I talk on daily basis. They really want to become something, but they always feel that we belong to village. Our parents will, make us get married very soon. But they want to do something in their life. So, what would you like? What message would you like to give them? That how they can they pursue their career after marriage also? Is it possible for them? Because for the girls, there is always a question. Okay, once they'll become 22, 24, 25, they'll get married and their dreams will be spoiled. So, can they continue as you have continued your profession, your choice, your dream after marriage? So, how? What message would you like to give them?
Okay, so my message for those girls is that if you want to be something, if you want to pursue your career, so fight for that. Like, never step back to whatever you are thinking. Rather than doing home chores, you have to choose your dreams first. Like, everything is important, your family, your son, your husband, everything is important in this life, but you should put yourself first after all of these things. Then surely you will get everybody together yourself. And if you love yourself, you will surely achieve whatever you want.
So, Pratiksha ma'am, you are a principal, so you must be handling many cases. Like there are many teachers who might be complaining about the students, ma'am. This child is very notorious. He is very short-tempered. Even sometimes parents also come to us, okay, ma'am, we are not able to handle this child. This is your child. You please do something. So, what are the basic reasons in today's time that the students are becoming short-tempered nowadays? According to you, how to deal with the short-tempered boy or girl, and what are the basic reasons behind it?
Okay, so this is the one of my favorite question, by the way, and I love to answer this question because being a principal, I'm facing this problem every day, and child is getting uh, aggressive day by day. They don't show any sympathy. They don't show any kindness towards the people. And I find some conclusion. I found a lot of things like in this situations, there is main role who are playing is parents. Like, parents are more into their success. They were looking towards, they were running towards their success, towards their wealth, towards their status of getting a good jobs. But if they will work on their kindness and their values, and how to be a good person, so surely students will change their lives. And like in a Sanskrit shlok, there is one thing: vidya dadati vinayam. विद्या से विनम्रता आती है. और बिना विनम्रता के आप अगर कितना भी वेल्दी पर्सन हो जाए, यू कांट बी अ गुड पर्सन. So this world need more good hearts than good titles.
So, Pratiksha ma'am, finally we are at the end of the podcast. We have learned many things from you. Being a lady, you have shown that you are very mature and you deserve to be a principal. And your journey is very inspiring because you started your life from village and right now. And the one thing which really I like, that your in-laws are supporting you, your husband is supporting you. That's a great thing. Sometimes some girls or some good girls do not get this chance, so definitely you'll grow in your life, and this is just the beginning because you're very young and you're a principal of a great school. So I'm very happy, and I also expect that wherever you are teaching, you'll be teaching very nicely, you'll be managing many things. Guys, what did you like about her? Please comment right now. And if you really like this podcast, you have to share this podcast with everybody so that every girl who really wants to become something in her life should follow this. Apart from this, if you can share the link of this podcast in the WhatsApp groups, please do. Because maybe there is a girl in the corner who might be waiting for such a beautiful interview. So you should send this. Apart from this, the best thing which you liked about this interview, you should mention in the comment. Ma'am, now finally, I'm very happy to take you in the interview. Anything do you want to ask me?
Yeah, sure. I got this chance, so I'm so glad that I want to ask one question. That we both are in a same field, like in education, and Sir has a like brand name. So I want to ask him, like, in today's generation, students doesn't want to study. They are not willing to do studies. They are not that much concentrated towards the studies, and so what sir thinks and what sir has strategies to change or transform those students life.
That's very nice question. This is the no. This question is very simple, ma'am. Like, why the students want to study? Who wants to study? Do we really wanted to study in our childhood? As you said, you were never interested in the studies. The same thing. Like till 10th standard, I was also not interested. But after passing 10th standard, when you get the reason, when you want to become something, so the students, especially Gen Zs, if they really want to become in their life something special, then they'll start studying. You need a reason, guys. Once you get a reason to be something, like especially I belong to a very middle class family, even a very humble family. So I knew that if I will not study, I have to work in the field, I have to graze the animals. So I had a strong desire to be something. So the answer is very simple, ma'am. If you have a reason to be something in your life, you will become. If any student gets the reason, I have to become inspector. Why I have to become inspector? Because I have to help the people. I have to stop the crime. So those who are not those who are not feeling to study, they are not able to focus on the studies, they must find the reason that why they should study. Because I don't think so only study is enough to be mature, to be successful. Study is not the measurement, because there are many people who are not proper graduated but they are successful. So we need to get the reason. If today's generation get proper reason, proper purpose, aim in their life, they will definitely focus on their work. They'll automatically study in the they'll automatically get good marks in their studies, and gradually you will see a big change in their life. So finally we are at the end of the podcast, guys. I hope that you would have enjoyed this podcast, and ma'am, it was very nice to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
And I definitely want this podcast will inspire many girls or many ladies to be like you and to be something better in their life. Guys, if you have enjoyed this session, please like, subscribe and share. And if you really want to improve your English, then please call us, please contact us, because English changed our life and now it's your turn. I'll see you in the next podcast. Thank you so much. Have a great day.